Can you do it again for a third time?
We hope so. He ticks a lot of boxes. He's got course form as well. Everything's strong. He got beaten by two good horses, Time Hill and Edwardstown, so he's got every chance. It's a competitive race this year.
Certainly is. And course and distance last time, similar tactics today?
Yeah, it'd be handy. I think in time he'll want further. We brought him here for a reason, just so, sometimes they can't, some horses, young horses especially, can't handle the sort of Sandown soft, but he proved he can. If somebody wants to go quicker than him, it's fine, but it'd be very handy.
Well, great to see the owners here, and good luck.
Thank you.
You don't want to be hanging around. More money for the favourite.
Oh my, since we nabbed this on the opening show, the money has just come flooding in. 5-4, Fiddlerontheroof. The horse who won that little bumper race at Navan in Ireland. The second horse can't even win a maiden hurdle, but the Fiddler hacked up last time. And the punters, who have not had the best of afternoons, are now just completely and utterly smashing into the Fiddler. Tell you what, the roof will come off Sandown if this wins.
And those novice hurdles at Cheltenham are ripe for a horse to make a statement here. The Ballymore, for example, it's Envoy Allen 15-8, 12-1 bar. But plenty of guesswork involved, as you talked about this morning, Richard.
Yeah, and who was going to make the running as well? You can see that Calvadogue, you heard the interview beforehand, Harry Cobden suggesting a change of tactics. Forward as they race towards the second last. Fiddlerontheroof takes over from Hang In There. Son of Camas and Jeremy's Flame towards the outer as they race towards the second last. Fiddlerontheroof in the blue colours. Red and white Jeremy's Flame. Son of Camas back in third, but it was Fiddlerontheroof who jumped it well and heads uphill towards the last in the Tolworth with a 3-length lead. Jeremy's Flame is in pursuit. Son of Camas is back in third place. Then Calvadogue. All of a sudden, they're well spread out. Fiddlerontheroof spring-heeled over the last. Leads by 5 lengths from Jeremy's Flame. Back in third, Son of Camas and Calvadogue are being left in the leader's wake. Fiddlerontheroof coming clear. Another winner in the race for Colin Tizard. For Robbie Power, they can't topple Fiddlerontheroof in the Tolworth. Wins by 4. In second was Jeremy's Flame. Son of Camas third. In fourth place, Calvadogue. And they were clear from Hang In There still across the line. The likes of Logan Rocks and last of all the grey Silver Hallmark. He's always looked a bonny horse, Fiddlerontheroof, but if anything, he was well suited by the way the race unfolded. He was able to creep into the race. Robbie Power's main difficulty appears to have been getting into his colours rather than what out in the race, as Fiddlerontheroof makes it another win in the race for Colin Tizard, following Finian's Oscar and Elixir de Nuts. Make no mistake, this is a smart young horse. Fiddlerontheroof for Robbie Power, won the Toll.
Throughout the last 4 years, Colin Tizard in the Tolworth, smashed off the boards by the punters who got it right. And Mick, before the race, we said we wanted an impressive performance.
Because just think how many of them were packed together turning in, and this horse has put an awful lot of daylight between himself and the rest. He's a really slick operator over his obstacles, but what he has done is paid a huge compliment to the horse that beat him, Time Hill, in that race at Chepstow.
Likewise, Edwardstown, who beat him earlier on this season as well. Did you like that performance, Luke?
Really liked it. I mean, we've seen the Tizards do well in this race, Elixir de Nuts and Finian's Oscar. This lad is right up there. Look at those punters. Absolute delight, as Matt said just beforehand. This horse has smashed off the boards shortly before the race. He's got everything. He's very nimble. He obviously handles soft ground.
On top, impressed.
Well, I'll touch on the race at the festival in a moment, but I just want to ask Robbie firstly, well done everyone, as the owners give him a high five, congratulations. You said beforehand you thought it'd be better for a lead. How much better did he feel today?
Yeah, that was ideal, we had a good gallop on very testing ground, and it brings his stamina really into play, The further the race went, the happier I was, the better he travelled, and look, he's a big strong horse now, and he handles that ground really, really well.
Well, that's interesting, because that's the next question I was going to ask you. 10-1, the shortest quote I heard for the Supreme, but given those comments, do you think it'd be better suited to 2.5 miles at Cheltenham?
Look, we won't make a decision on the 4th of January as to what race he's going to run in, but if it was a very soft Cheltenham, he'd probably be better off in the Supreme, and if it was a normal good ground Cheltenham, the 2.5 would be ideal. He'd have entries in both, and he'd have a life in both of them.
Well done.
Thank you.
Fiddlerontheroof, a 5-2 shot with Coral this morning, changed the 2 to a 4. 5-4, smashed up to smithereens, the favourite here, obliterated off the boards. The very well backed also Jeremy's Flame in second, in a terrible forecast for bookmakers and the shops, and Son of Camas 4-1 in third. Fiddlerontheroof, hitting all the right notes today.
And at £200,000, you'd have to be a rich man to buy him. Fiddler on the Roof, in the colours of Messrs Taylor, who lost in translation. We know that story well. Burley and Richard O'Dwyer, who's a lucky owner right now, led in by Amanda on the right there. Simon Clare, the man taking photographs.
Of course, photographer.
Do you think Supreme's the way to go?
I think you'd get further fish as well. I wouldn't.
All the quotes, the sponsors go 10 as well, Sky Bet.
Or like they wanted the longer distance race, 2.5.
I was very surprised when they started handing us over this, because I thought the Ballymore looked, but I mean, he's obviously not short of speed, and nothing's going to be terribly impressive in that sort of ground.
Who rode him to win his...
No.
Charlie Swanson.
Really?
Yeah.
And he rode a very nice horse. The Tizzards again. There's Joe on the left. They're celebrating with the owners. Paul Taylor there will be delighted. It's Fiddler on the Roof, who has won the Tolworth hurdle. Tizzards again. That man, Robbie Power, on board.